Hello there. Welcome back to Ramen and Tacos.
Hello, we are in Enoshima for
Lantern Festival.
yes. Okay, let's go.
This year we completely missed most of the Obon festivities. Between work, schedules, and life just getting busy, August seemed to fly by before we had a chance to experience many of the events happening around us. I was a little disappointed because Obon is one of those traditions I've always found fascinating since moving to Japan. For anyone unfamiliar with it, Obon is a Buddhist tradition centered around remembering and honoring family members who have passed away. Many people travel back to their hometowns, visit family graves, leave flowers, and spend time with relatives. Depending on the region, there are also Bon Odori dances, lantern ceremonies, and community festivals. Being Hispanic, these traditions feel surprisingly familiar. Across Latin America, many countries have customs surrounding remembrance and honoring loved ones who have passed on. But perhaps the most well-known internationally is Mexico's Dia de los Muertos, or Day of the Dead. Long before the arrival of Christianity, indigenous people in what is now Mexico held ceremonies honoring ancestors and celebrating the cycle of life and death. Over time, those traditions blended with Catholic observance, creating the colorful celebration we know today. While Dia de los Muertos and Obon come from very different cultures and religions, I think they share something beautiful at their core. Both remind us that family members who are no longer with us are still remembered, loved, and honored through the memories we carry. Living in Japan has made me appreciate these similarities even more. Sometimes cultures that seem completely different on the surface end up sharing many of the same values underneath. Because we missed most of the Obon celebrations this year, I told Masa that I really wanted to experience some kind of lantern festival before the year was over. So, being the wonderful husband that he is, he found one and booked tickets for us. And that's how we ended up heading to Enoshima Sky Lantern Night. Now, before we go any further, it's important to mention that this event is not actually an Obon festival. We originally thought it might be connected because of the timing and the lanterns, but it's really a modern sky lantern event focused on wishes, hopes, and creating a beautiful experience rather than a religious or memorial tradition. Still, lanterns lighting up the sky felt like the perfect way to close out the season. The event had already been postponed once because of bad weather, and as the new date approached, we started wondering if it was going to happen at all. The forecast kept showing rain. All day we were waiting for an update from the organizers. They said a final decision would be made that afternoon, and we kept checking our phones, hoping for good news. Fortunately, the rain kept getting pushed later and later, and the event was officially on. So we grabbed our umbrellas and headed to Enoshima. The event was held at Chotto Yacht Beach House, right on the beach. Since we had purchased our tickets in advance, check-in was really easy. I believe there was still some lanterns available for purchase at the venue, but ours were already reserved. Each lantern cost 4,000 yen. Inside, tables were set up with markers so everyone could decorate their lanterns and write their wishes. And that's when we discovered something surprisingly difficult. What do we wish for? It sounds like a simple question until someone actually hands you a marker. After thinking about it for a while, we settled on things that felt important to us: health, happiness, love, travel, money, and good food. Good fortune for our family and friends. Simple wishes, but meaningful ones. Once our lanterns were ready, we had some time before the evening ceremony, so we wandered around the area and were told to return around 7 p.m. for reception and the lantern lighting. We ended up grabbing tacos nearby. The whole vibe felt incredibly relaxed. Kids were running around, playing on the beach. Families were enjoying their evening together. There were visitors from all over the world, and of course, there were several adorable dogs dressed in tiny yukatas. Standing there by the ocean, surrounded by food stalls and the people enjoying the summer evenings, it actually reminded me a little of Belize. It had that same laid-back coastal feeling where nobody seems to be in a rush. As the sun began to set, everyone slowly gathered back near the beach for the main event. Many of the lanterns started glowing as they were prepared for launch.
All this time, I've been holding on so tight, 'cause all that I do was easy to use. So call my time, but you weren't really mine, just something to do. Thought I never knew. No surprise, but nevertheless, I'm still stuck in self-defense. No surprise, but nevertheless, I get lost when I look in your eyes. I just want to be next to your I get lost when I look in your eyes, leave now, make your escape. You know the fortune favors the brave. It's raining. Just get away. No surprise, but nevertheless, I'm still stuck in self-defense. No surprise, but nevertheless, I get lost when I look in your eyes. I just want to be next to your I get lost when I look in your
And then, almost on cue, the rain arrived. Not a little drizzle, real rain. Kind of rain where you stop worrying about staying dry because it's already too late. People pulled out umbrellas, some ran for cover, most just accepted their fate and stayed put. We definitely got soaked, a lot of people did. But after spending the whole day wondering if the event would happen at all, nobody seemed ready to give up. So, despite the rain, the lanterns rose together in the night sky. Because of the LED lights and tether design, they floated safely above us, or around us, without creating fire hazards or littering the environment. Watching the glowing lanterns swaying above the beach was still a beautiful sight, even through the rain. The weather didn't cooperate. We got completely soaked, but standing there with everyone else watching a sky filled with glowing wishes and hopes for the future felt special. Maybe next year we'll finally experience a traditional Obon festival. Maybe we'll make it to a Bon Odori dance or a lantern ceremony connected to the season itself. But for this year, this unexpected rainy night adventure in Enoshima was a pretty wonderful way to end the summer. Sometimes the memories you keep aren't the ones that go according to plan. Sometimes they're the ones where everything gets rained on and somehow that makes them even better.